Hello everyone, welcome to my class. My name is Pooja Dwivedi. Today we are going to talk about why has Zohran Mamdani, the first Muslim elect of New York mayoral elections, mentioned Umar Khalid. Why did he say that Umar Khalid is in his thoughts? Did he mention about him during the speech or is it something else? Let's talk about Mamdani first because it's important. Zohran Mamdani is of Indian origin. His parents are Indian, but he was born in Uganda, and he is the first Muslim mayor of New York. In almost many decades, he is also the youngest elect as a mayor in New York, and he's also the first South Asian mayor of New York. Why has he won? His proposals are so amazing. If you look at his proposals for New York City, he wants to implement rent freeze first. The amount of rent that one pays to stay in an apartment, in a studio apartment, is a lot. So he wants to ensure that it remains stabilized. He wants to establish a public grocery store. He wants to expand universal child care, introduce fare free buses, increase access to affordable housing, and funding should be done via higher corporate taxes and additional taxes on millionaires. Apart from that, Zohran Mamdani is just 34 years of age. He defeated Andrew Cuomo, who was running for the elections independently. The major areas which made a difference in his elections include, of course, Bronx by 10 percentage points almost, Brooklyn and Manhattan. Mamdani is a Muslim. He was born in Uganda to Indian parents, and his identity and progressive policies resonate with the current residents of NYC. That is why this is also important. Moving ahead, talking about this particular letter. This letter was written by Zohran Mamdani to Umar Khalid, and this letter was shared on X by Umar Khalid's long-term partner Bano Jyotsna Lahiri. And she mentioned that how Zohran Mamdani wrote to Umar Khalid December 2025. So how did he write? Because Umar Khalid's parents actually went to New York in December and they met Mamdani over there. There he mentioned that he had a pleasure in meeting his parents, how he's in his thoughts and prayers. He was concerned for Khalid, and letter was revealed after Mamdani's, you can say, swearing ceremony on the 1st of January 2026. The swearing ceremony was there. So Mamdani did not mention him in his speech because many thought that that was the reason. No. Khalid's parent met him in December 2025. Mamdani reportedly follows Khalid's letter from jail. This is alleged. Apart from that, not only Zohran Mamdani but many US lawmakers have also mentioned concerns on Umar Khalid's continuous non-trial jail. So 8 US lawmakers already wrote about it to Indian Ambassador Vinay Quatra. Bail for Umar Khalid was the first concern. Fair, timely, and trial in line with international law was the second concern. They highlighted concerns over the prolonged pre-trial detention for UAPA. They are not concerned about the trial. They are concerned about the trial. Why is it taking so long? Because Umar Khalid was actually imprisoned in 2020 in the month of September. Now 5 years almost have passed. We are running into the 6th year and still no proper trial has been given. The letter was signed by Jim McGovern, Jamie Raskin, Chris Van Hollen, Peter Welch, Pramila Jayapal, Janice Shkawaski, Rashida Tlaib, and Lloyd Doggett. They welcomed temporary bail for Khalid, which was given by the court recently because of his sister's wedding. Conditional bail was given. For example, you cannot use the social media, you cannot travel to places. So that there was a conditional bail. Now, this is also an important post. This was done by Pradeep Bhandari, and he said that Rahul Gandhi met Ilhan Omar. Ilhan Omar is a famous anti-Indian, and when he met him, and also, of course, Jan Shkawaski, who wrote for Umar Khalid, and she said that in India there is Islamophobia. So that is the first thing. BJP leader has criticized Congress MP. Vishwa Hindu Parishad has also done that. Former diplomat KP Fabian defended Mamdani, stating that global concern for India is natural. Why? Because India is a democratic partner. Apart from that, Umar Khalid case has been going on since the last 5 years. If you remember it correctly, if you remember, just before COVID, what happened? He was arrested in September 2020 because in 2020, Delhi riots took place. He was charged under UAPA as one of the alleged masterminds. Delhi police allege riots were a part of larger conspiracy to defame the current government. Interim bail was granted in December 2025. Before that, in December 2022, both were for his sister's weddings. Supreme Court reserved the verdict not only for him but also for Khalid, Sharjil Imam and others. Case against Khalid includes what? First, the initial arrests which were done was in 2016 for sedition in IPC 124A, and he was very proud about it that he has been charged with sedition. Can you tell me in the comment section which other important modern Indian leaders were saying that we are very happy that we have been charged under sedition? Now, this was for JNU protests. Later on, multiple FIRs were filed over 2020 Delhi riots, for which included the IPC writing, murder, unlawful assembly, sedition, promotion of enmity, UAPA was also invoked because of terrorist acts and Arms Act violation. Sessions Court denied bail in March 2022. Delhi High Court rejected the bail in October 2022. And apart from that, interim bail was given for sister's wedding in December 2022. Supreme Court hearings are ongoing since October 2025. Arguments have involved prolonged custody, lack of material evidence versus prosecution's claim of pre-planned conspiracy. The only being involved in WhatsApp groups does not mean that he was a terrorist. So defense is saying that there is no direct involvement of Umar Khalid in any sort of terrorist activity. Prolonged detention violates personal liberty, which is a part of fundamental rights under the Article 21 of the Indian Constitution. Prosecution says that riots were premeditated and coordinated. UAPA under that bars bail under Section 43D of Section 43D, Clause 5. And that is why bail is not being given. This is the hardest one to go with. Current status is that bail pleas are still pending before the Supreme Court. Substantive hearings are going on. Let's see what happens in the Umar Khalid case now. So what do you think? If Mamdani's concerns are legitimate or is it something else? And should Mamdani and other US lawmakers intervene in India's internal matters or not? Do tell me in the comment section. Till then, bye-bye. Take care.